And hello, everyone. I'm your host, Daren Jaime, and today is Wednesday, November 16th. Of course, you're watching Open, a live program bringing the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set. We want to encourage you to stay connected to us, and you can find out more about us at Twitter at BronxNet TV and Facebook at Open BronxNet Television. Well, a week has elapsed, and Donald Trump might have won the presidential election, but he's struggling to win the hearts of many Americans. After days of protesting outside the Trump World Tower, New Yorkers want President-elect Trump to get the message they simply don't agree on his policies on health care, immigration, religion, and several other issues. Thousands of people peacefully marched 2 miles and gathered outside the president-elect's home in Manhattan, where they chanted, "Not my president." Students even walked out of class yesterday in a protest to a transition they refused to accept. New Yorkers were not the only ones on that mission. Thousands of people in other parts of the country were also taking part in protests in the newly elected president in Los Angeles, Massachusetts, Philadelphia, San Francisco, and Chicago, just to name a few cities. In other local news, a man who served 20 years in prison for a 1996 shooting has been freed. Bronx District Attorney Darcel Clark announced on Monday that murder charges against Richard Rosario have been dismissed because there's not enough evidence to prove he was involved in the shooting that killed a 17-year-old boy. Rosario never gave up on declaring his innocence and that he was 1,000 miles away in Florida at the time of the shooting. Rosario served a 20-year of a 25-year sentence, and District Attorney Clark said in a statement, quote, "We have determined that in the interest of justice, the charges should be dismissed. We've concluded that we would be unable to prove his guilt beyond a reasonable doubt, and therefore the case should not be retried," end of quote. Well, in other news, the Bronx has more things to brag about. A teacher at PS 48, the Joseph E. Drake School, is up for a major national prize. Melissa Salguero is one of the 25 semifinalists to be considered for the 2016 Music Educator Award presented by the Grammy Foundation. Now, in addition to her role as general music teacher for grades 3 through 5, Salguero also leads the band and chorus, raising $150,000 for a school in the South Bronx. She was nominated to receive the award by assistant principal of the school. Now, the winner will receive $10,000, and another $10,000 will be issued to the school. Well, despite being in the same building, two Bronx schools have been rivals and kept apart for years. Thanks to the Learning Through the Expanded Arts program, that issue is no longer. Students at Jordan L. Mott and Bronx Writing Academy came together for the first time through a not-for-profit program to dance, draw, and dream big. The students who were years ago couldn't even sit in the same after-school activities together now get to grow and reap the benefits of the program together. LEAP was put in place a couple of months ago, and according to its organizers, it seems to be off to a good start. In other news, Lehman College held an American Veterans Ball for veterans in our area. Our reporter, Arlene Makoko, was there, and she brings us the story.